and I decided to kind of do my own new take on Tinyland from Planet Coaster 1, that little micro park that I only showed once or twice, but I absolutely loved so much. Tinyland 2 is going to be this amazing little place where every tight detail is just perfectly done. Starting out, of course, with the walkway into the park, you have the shop area on the left, kind of a nice weird little eclectic shop, and on the right you have these garden planters and little fenceways, and I really tried to focus this time on tiny details because Tinyland only has a finite amount of space. Coming out of the turnstiles here, or the gates, you're blessed with this incredible, little cozy plaza, and you can almost smell this image, am I right? You know what I'm talking about. You can sort of smell several different things right here. You could go to the right, and there's a little restaurant here on your right hand side as you travel down this way, and this is the direction we're going to head in today. Let's pretend like this bush doesn't exist. I forgot to take it out before I did the edit on the video. But this little place to eat at is a great place to get out of the sun, to get out of the rain. It's just a nice little vibe within the park, and it's something that I really enjoyed building. I built this actually a long time ago when I was playing with the idea of this park, and I forgot a lot of the little details that exist within it, like the lighting and stuff, and I really tried to make the lights look crooked and kind of strung up instead of just neat and perfect. The back corner of the park is a really interesting place. It's where the star of the show, Cirrus, sits, and of course there's a lot of other stuff. Cirrus is a game blueprint default coaster. However, I felt like it really is a nice coaster, and I couldn't reinvent the wheel any better on this. So we have the rocking ship ride and a slide ride here, and of course one of these creepy little control tower thingies that you see all over the park, which you'll get a great view of what those do later. But yeah, this back corner, and it's surprising we're at the back corner, but this back corner has a little bit of thrill, a little bit of gentle, and a nice mix to complement the absolute beast of a roller coaster that is Cirrus. I went with an in-game coaster, Cirrus, because I really like the layout and the fit of this coaster. It does a lot with the little bit of space it has. And right here, I love this shot, by the way, where this drop tower ride just keeps bouncing back and forth. I was really happy with that. But Cirrus has a lot of ground-hugging elements and then big, tall heights. And I really love how the airtime hill after the initial drop and turnaround is originally it's all brakes checked, like you lose all kinds of speed. So I've rounded it, and I do that anytime I use it in a park. I round that section off because you maintain great speed going into the airtime hill. It would just be an absolute stomach dropper on the other side. And I hope over on my channel Cosmic, because I'm trying to get everybody to adjust to 2 different channels with content, but over on my other channel Cosmic, which link is always in the description, I will have a lot of better POVs and cinematics of this ride specifically. And I'm going to showcase it as Frontier's ride because I don't want to take any credit for it, even though I rounded off that hill. It's their ride, so I'm going to give them credit. But yeah, I think it'd be cool. I don't think anybody else spotlights just the in-game coasters. Maybe I know they did it in Planet Coaster 1, but yeah, it'd just be really cool to do like a spotlight of one of the in-game coasters. And if you guys enjoy that sort of thing, I mean, in that video, drop into the comments and let me know if you like that. But yeah, we're gonna just tucked away underneath Cirrus is this automobile ride. This is really cool. At my hometown park, near where I live, they have one of these rides, and it goes underneath their signature wooden coaster. And I've always loved that. Now, I named this one Easy Street, so I wish everyone good travels on the way up here. And then, there's a song that's Easy Street. And I forget what cartoon or video it was in a long time ago, but might have been Five Will Goes... Nah, it wasn't Five Will Goes West. But anyway, Easy Street, where the sun's always shining. Shining's coming up. There it is. And then usually it would say, not a cloud in the sky on Easy Street. But I really didn't want to just rip the song for my ride. I just wanted to have a cute, whimsical little thing like that. And this section here, there's a lot of work that went into that wall. It's not just that wall. I had to look good on two sides. But I'll do a whole lot more back here with some rocks and texturing and moving of the ground. You can really tell, even in a flat park, you can really tell when the ground is flat in every direction. It's just super obvious. And it really messes with the overall aesthetic after a while. Like, you can only cover it up so much. Exiting the area there where Easy Street is would be technically the back from the gates, but the left-hand side of the park from the road. And this area over here is mainly occupied by kind of just a gentle walking plaza, and then all these flat rides that would have been purchased by the park over the years and just brought in on a truck and assembled, And it's the standard fare of rides normally found in most amusement parks. They're non-specifically themed, and they're just kind of there for the entertainment. They're always popular. Always popular. Even in the game here, you can see quite the crowd there attached to that ride. But back here, we also have the maintenance area, and this is something I really started to do in my parks ever since, I think, it was Ginge that said about putting it in the park, and it'll help with the realism. So I started doing these backstage areas, and what do you know? It's always a nice touch. It really adds a lot of interest to the park. I do have to do a little bit of work with clipping here on the gate with some of the features. I want to make it more believable, and I even thought about putting on a random trigger or timer of some kind to slide open, but it's all down the road projects. And of course, I love putting stuff on pallets in a back lot area like this. It really helps with the realism. We're getting towards the end of our tour of the park, but not before checking out some more amazing things like this other side of the plaza, which I wanted to be different from the opposite side of the plaza. And this is around the corner from the bumper cars, but then there's these picnic tables with a clear canopy overhead, just to give you a place to get out of the weather a little bit. And of course, there's all kinds of little hideaway holes and stuff like that. While we're here at this stage, I want to get your thoughts in the comments about this park. What should I add to it? What should I change? What should I make different, or do you like, or whatever? I want to hear your thoughts. And for another place to have great discussions, come to our Discord channel. The link is down in the description. It's always in the description. Come check it out, hang out with us, and, see what everything's about. Now we start to come to the main part of the show, the ride that's at the center of the park and stands tall. It's one of those spinning large-scale coaster kind of rides. So I added a lot of helixes and stuff just to give it plenty of places to twirl and spin and move around within. But everywhere you are in the park, you have a view of this ride. There's nowhere, as we can fly here through the Ferris wheel, which sits right off the ticket entrance. And this ride kind of sits at the middle of everything. Everywhere around the perimeter of the ride, you can stand at a safety fence and get a glimpse. So let's take a ride on this awesome, awesome contraption. I think that's such a fun ride, but I really wanted to show you this part here. This is what happens at night. Those little communications towers are actually fireworks stations, and it's quite a complex, very long show, but tried to get a couple interesting angles of it here. Eventually I'm going to have it play music and stuff, and I think that it's something that I can look at as it's just like a crowning centerpiece. It would go off once every night, and a little bit the way Disney does it, I guess. I think it adds a nice little touch. I'm not the best at making fireworks shows, but I am, I think pretty efficient at it most of the time. I've added some color differences here and there. I've touched up little areas, but I tried to keep the same consistent. I think that's a burst. I can't remember the exact name of the firework, but it's all consistently the same burst firework. And the cool thing with those stands being all over the park is the fact that I can actually add a little bit of a smoke puff effect every time one goes off, and it shouldn't cause too much lag. And not only that, everywhere you are in the park you have a different view of the fireworks. Now, cruising along through here, we come to this great side angle shot of the park, the Ring of Fire roller coaster type ride here at the front, which we zoomed over earlier and really didn't talk about, but that's okay. The right hand pathway where we went past the twirl slide and Cirrus in the back there, and then we came around the drop tower and then back around the other side. And I thought it would be really cool if I gave you an on-ride POV on Cirrus, so I want you to enjoy. And at the very end, look for the little pop-up card. There actually should be 2 of them. That'll take you to the next video. 2 videos that I think you would absolutely love. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And please drop a comment down below, because that helps me know what you're thinking. So have a fantastic rest of your day.